You're listening to the Bloodshed Baddies.
Hi, I'm Lex,
And I'm Sam.
and we are the Bloodshed Baddies.
We're back!
Season 2.
So, Lex, tell the listeners what you been up to, girl.
Been up to well. Last time Sam recorded, she recorded with her BFF Claire Z because I was in Japan, and then upon coming home from Japan, I had 2 weeks left at my old job to wrap things up and started a new job. So it's been quite busy, but things are kind of settled now.
Busy, busy. I've been busy too, just working also. Well, I've been working two jobs. And then I went and visited some college friends, well, my BFFs, which was much needed. Beautiful. And then just been chilling, grinding, missing the baddies.
Yeah, we've both been working a lot, but now we're
Yes,
back.
we're back at it. We're ready to go. We got fun things planned for you. I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
so excited.
And Lex is gonna start us off this time,
Hello, hello.
which means I can sit back and relax.
Yeah, you relax. Sam, I did something for you this episode.
Oh Lord, what?
Okay, so for those of you who don't know Samantha, Samantha does not own a singular streaming service. She has mooched off of people and she's lost a lot of her streaming services because she's mooched off of people. All she has left is HBO from my boyfriend and Prime from her husband's dad, I think.
I am cheap. If I am like, we don't need it. And then, but really, I got rid, like, we didn't have Netflix. And then I was like, for 2 weeks, it was kind of hard. And then I was like, whatever, don't need it anymore. So I'm just living in an old age.
So I know I'm a little late to this party. We're a couple months late, but a couple months ago, Sam said, everyone's talking about this new documentary on Netflix called Unknown Number, and I need you to watch it and tell me about it because I can't steal anyone's Netflix anymore, so I can't watch it.
This is actually a true conversation. And second, I am so, so excited this is what we're starting because I am still in the dark about all of this because I haven't been diving in on my own because I've been waiting for my sister to tell me.
And then, to be honest, I kind of forgot about it. I put it in a note in my phone and I found it, and I was like, oh, this would be a great way to come back.
Yes, it is. I'm excited.
So, today we are talking about the documentary Unknown Number on Netflix.
Woo woo.
So, Sam, do you have any idea where this case takes place?
No, I know nothing.
Michigan.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh.
Where?
It takes place in Beale City, Michigan.
Okay. Where is Beale City?
Okay, so Beale City is like right outside Mount Pleasant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Beale City is a very small town. They have one stoplight, two bars,
Aw.
and a whole lot of gossip. It's the kind of place where everyone knows everyone and secrets don't stay buried for long. Beale City School is the only school in this small town, and it houses preschool through 12th grade all under one roof with just over 700 students total.
Okay. That's like less than we went to high school with.
Yes, there's about 30 kids per grade.
Oh my gosh. And can you imagine like walk I'm sure they had like separate sections, like walking to class and seeing like a preschooler when you're in like high school making out with your boyfriend. Like what?
Yeah. So small town, right?
For sure.
I mean, yeah, our high school, I think, had 1,200 in it, and that was one of three high schools in our city.
Yeah.
So, very different life. In October of 2020, 13-year-olds Lauryn and Owen had been dating for about a year. They
Oh,
were your typical high school sweethearts. They were like shy and awkward, and they did everything together. They both loved sports. They, hung out all the time. Each year, a family in town, the Wilsons, threw a Halloween party, and it included like kids, parents, everyone was invited. So Chloe Wilson is in Lauryn and Owen's grade, and Chloe and Owen had always been close friends. And Chloe's friends said they think that she kind of had a crush on Owen before he started dating Lauryn. And even though Lauryn and Chloe played basketball together, they didn't really get along.
okay.
So Lauryn had not been invited to the Halloween party. But Owen said, "Don't worry about it. You're coming with me. Like, I'm
Aw.
invited. I'm bringing you as my plus one." And Lauryn was not very sure about it. She did not want to go. And things were about to take a really dark turn.
Which I get, especially when you're 13. You're like, this girl doesn't like me. I'm not trying to go to this place. I'm not wanted. Girls are catty. It's a very small town. I wouldn't want to go either.
Exactly. 2 weeks before the Halloween party, an unknown number appeared in a group chat with Lauryn and Owen. So it's Lauryn, Owen, unknown number.
Okay.
The message read, "Owen's breaking up with you. He doesn't like you anymore. He wants me. He's coming to the Halloween party and we're both DTF. I can give him what he wants."
Okay. One, at 13. Two, ballsy that Owen is in this group chat. Like, what is happening?
Yes. So there's no name, just a random number.
Okay.
The texts keep coming and they're taunting Lauryn and using words that sound uncomfortably personal. They even called her Low, which is her nickname that like only friends and family call her.
So, yes, obviously somebody who knows her. I mean, they have her number in Owens. Are they responding or is this number just going hard?
So they ask about like who it is, but then they
Normal.
kind of just, yeah. So after the Halloween party, the messages stop.
Yeah. And Owen didn't get with her at the Halloween party like promised.
Yeah.
I'm assuming a her. I don't know.
Nearly a year after the messages stopped, they start again.
What? So it was just very quick about a Halloween party. A year goes by and all of a sudden more texts.
Almost a year, yeah, 11 months.
Oh, Lord.
So the first text they get is, "How's the happy couple? Preparing for the end of your golden relationship? He loves me, not you. You'll be alone and ugly."
Okay. One, stalker. Two, that's just like cruel. That's just mean.
Yes. Now the messages are coming day after day. They're getting 6, sometimes 10 messages a day from this number.
Always in the group chat.
Yes.
Weird.
When Lauryn or Owen tried to call the number, no one answered.
Okay. Smart to try to call.
So after they kind of don't stop for a little bit, Lauryn and Owen tell their parents.
Good.
And Lauren's mom, Kendra, and Owen's mom, Jill, they've become friends since their kids have been dating for like a year or so. So, like, they hang out all the time. They get together to like watch the kids. They take the kids trick or treating together. They bring them on their like little dates. They hang out a lot. So they kind of talk about it. They're like, it's probably just teenage drama. Kendra, Lauren's mom, is basically like, just ignore them. Don't even read them anymore. Just like stop, full stop.
Okay. Yeah.
But ignoring them did not make them stop.
Ugh.
The messages began to get even crueler. She gets one that says, "Fucking trash bitch, don't wear leggings. No one wants to see your flat anorexic ass."
Yeah, that's like definitely a step ahead. Like, I don't like that at all.
She gets another one that says, "You're worthless. You ruined Owen's life. His family hates you."
What is her vendetta against her? I hate this.
So not only do the messages get crueler, but they were coming more often. They were sometimes in this group chat getting up to 60 messages a day.
60?
Yes. And some were several paragraphs long.
Also, I forgot that this girl is like, what, 13, 14 now that a year has gone by? This is like prime where you're in your feelings, insecure age, and you're getting so bullied. Like, that is like, this is
Yes.
awful.
Yes. Owen's parents start taking his phone at night and checking through all the text messages.
Ugh.
And Lauren's parents contact the school and they're like, hopefully the school will help. So the school calls in Lauryn and Owen for questioning. And shockingly, administrators suggest that Lauryn herself might be behind the texts for attention.
Lauren herself is sending herself these mean text messages. There's so much wrong.
But after reviewing the timelines and all the evidence, that theory was quickly dismissed.
Okay, good.
But still, rumors spread throughout Beale City School. So Owen had two really close friends, Sophie and Macy. And they all decided to start testing who might be behind it. So they would say things kind of like out loud in class or in the hallways and kind of check who was around and then see if they'd appear later in text messages. And a
Smart.
lot of times these were getting said in the text messages later. So they thought, okay, it's somebody in the school who's around us for these conversations.
For sure.
Lauryn started to doubt Owen as the texter constantly claimed that she was with Owen and they were engaging in sexual acts. Owen, tired of defending himself, actually ends things with Lauryn.
It's sad. I can see it from both sides because, like, obviously, you're going to be in your head if someone's texting you 60 million jillion times a day. And then, like, for Owen to be like, I swear this isn't true. Why can't you just trust me? Like, I get it. And they're young. So I get it.
Yes. The goal of the text always seemed to break Owen and Lauryn up. They were always
Yes.
about how Lauryn wasn't good enough for Owen, about how they could do things that Owen wanted. But when they broke up, the text didn't stop.
What the heck? They got what they wanted.
In fact, the messages grew more disturbing.
How?
One said, his dick, my mouth, my pussy.
Lexi.
One said, kill yourself now, bitch.
I'm in shock.
One said, his life would be better if you were dead. One said, finish yourself before we do.
Before we do. Like, they're going to kill her.
Yes.
All of those are so, so extreme. It's honestly unbelievable.
Yes. So, obviously, at this time, it's so distressing. They can't figure out who this is. Neither of the kids are wanting to go to school. Everybody's just kind of like fed up and sick of it. The parents are aggravated because they've tried to go to the school. The principal was like, hey, text me whenever you get a message and we'll check the cameras and see who's on their phones. And they just couldn't figure anything out. So the family's frustrated with the school. They think the school could have done more. It's a mess. So finally, they get the police involved. So
Good.
they get the local sheriff, Mike Main. Mike visits the school more regularly and starts to interview the students and monitor the situation. The investigation started to focus on someone within their circle, maybe someone on the basketball team, because the messages started to include details from the games. So Lauryn was a basketball player.
Okay.
There would be messages that said like how bad she did at her game and all this stuff, making fun of her. One of the messages bragged one night, well, I scored 12 points last night. So Lauryn's mom, Kendra, who volunteered as a scorekeeper, was like, okay, I can go in and check the game records. And only one player had scored exactly 12 points that night.
Oh.
Chloe Wilson.
The girl from the very
So,
beginning.
yes, she's the girl who Lauryn was not invited to her Halloween party.
Okay.
When confronted, Chloe denied everything. But the school did tell Owen and Lauryn's parents that there had been bullying complaints against Chloe in the past.
Oh, wow.
And Chloe's father was a police officer. So this made things even more complicated.
Yeah.
The sheriff interviewed Chloe and got nothing from Chloe. And then also, if you remember Sophie and Macy, they are Owen's friends who were trying to like say things on purpose to see if they ended up in text messages.
Mm-hmm.
They're best friends with Chloe.
Interesting.
So the sheriff starts to kind of interview them. And at that time, Owen's mom, Jill, is like, well, if it is Chloe, then Sophie probably knows more than she's letting on. So her and Sophie's mom, Jill, Owen's mom, Sophie's mom, best friend. She reaches out to Sophie's mom, tells her all about this, that they think it might be Chloe, that Sophie might know. Sophie's mom searches her phone and finds some heated messages about these text messages, hinting that maybe Sophie does know who's behind it after all.
Oh, this is insane that they're, again, 13 and 14 years old. I can't get over this.
So the community and the school and everybody in it is growing more and more tense. And Kendra and Jill have this plan to meet with the basketball team and confront them and have all the parents check the kids on the basketball team's phone. Because remember, a lot of these are centered around basketball at this point now.
Yeah, for sure.
A principal refuses, saying it's not necessary.
What?
Chloe gets messages from Owen trying to get her to confess to send into the messages. And then he apologizes apparently to her the next day and says like his mom had been pressuring him to confront her about it.
Fair.
All of a sudden, the phone number started coming from a Florida area code at the exact same time that Chloe was on vacation in Florida.
This ain't looking good.
Since Chloe's dad was a police officer, he knew the easiest way to show that Chloe was not involved was to turn her phone over to police.
Good.
So they voluntarily bring her phone into the police. The police take it, they copy everything on their phone, on her phone, and they find nothing connecting Chloe to these messages.
So someone was trying to pin it on Chloe 1 jillion%.
The next day, Lauryn and Owen receive a message that says, the police took my phone and copied it, and they found nothing.
Okay, either this girl is a technical genius or something's going on here.
So more and more texts coming in that all point to Chloe as being the sender. The messages even start to include pictures of Chloe, but this is making everyone more suspicious because if it really was Chloe, why would she be making it so obvious it was her when she could get in serious trouble?
Literally just thinking that. Yes. Like if she got away with it, then wipe your hands clean. Why is she sending pictures of herself and things like that? That seems like someone's after Chloe now.
Yes. So everybody's kind of like, okay, wait a minute. This doesn't make sense anymore. Everybody was, it's Chloe, it's Chloe, it's Chloe, it's Chloe, it's Chloe, it's Chloe. The whole school. And
Yeah.
now everybody's like, this doesn't make any sense. Then one day, a photo arrives.
Okay.
And it's a picture of, it looks like there's no faces in the picture, but it looks like someone is opening Christmas presents and sitting next to them on the couch is a sweatshirt and a phone case. And the sender says something like, we like his new black phone case. And it's clearly taken at Owen's family Christmas. So the police are like, okay, well, who in Owen's class was at that Christmas party?
Yes.
And the only person at that party in his class was his cousin, Adriana.
Okay.
Adriana was quiet, shy, and part of the volleyball team. Rumors spread that she had accused Chloe Sophie and Macy of bullying her.
Oh.
Chloe, Macy, and Sophie say they did not bully her, that she made up the story. And then Adriana's mother made a Facebook post about it, which fueled even more gossip.
Yes.
So the police bring Ariana in for questioning, and now the entire school is like, oh my God, it's Adriana.
She's, I'm assuming, around the same age as them.
Yeah, she's in their same class.
This is so messy and this is so like small town. Like I can't even get over
Isn't
it.
this so it's so small town. The day after police question her, Adriana receives a text that says, tell your parents you hate Lo. And now she starts receiving threatening texts.
Tell your parents you hate Lauren.
Yes. Because she is Owen's cousin.
That text doesn't even make sense to me. Like, oh, tell your parents you hate her, so then they think it's you too. And then now she's receiving threatening texts as well. So like obviously it's not her anymore and people believed it was her. So like this person who's sending this text, do you want to get caught? Like what the is going on?
Yeah. The case was spiraling out of control. By spring of 2022,
Oh my gosh.
the messages were tearing everyone apart. Lauren is crying constantly, not wanting to go to school. Owen is trying to move on. In fact, he meets a girl 3 hours away at a sporting event and they start talking. And they're kind of texting every night. And suddenly he gets a text from her asking about text messages.
Oh God.
Her mother had started receiving threatening texts as well.
Her mother?
Yes.
This girl who lives 3 hours away, her mother is receiving threatening texts now about Owen.
Yes, about how she needs to break up with Owen because the same thing that was going on with Lauren. Owen's mine, yada, yada, yada.
Okay, I don't think this is the case, but if Owen is involved, I will literally scream.
So this girl actually breaks up with Owen because of this.
Yeah.
At this point, Kendra, Lauren's mom, is like, if you guys don't do something about this, I'm going to go to the press.
Fair.
And kind of after Adriana ends up being another dead end, the sheriff is like, I can't, there's nothing. There is no evidence. I've looked at everything. I can't do anything about this. So he actually turns the case over to the FBI.
Insanity, one. And then two, I was gonna see like if they could do like phone pings or something like that, but maybe that's the FBI territory. So I'll let you talk.
In April of 2022, 18 months after the very first text,
Ay, ay, ay.
FBI agent Brad, he takes Owen's phone, he takes everything off the phone, and he's like looking for clues, like maybe a friend who talks the same way as the text messages, or like conversations he's had where it might be obvious that like this came from this conversation. And he cannot find any direct links in Owen's phone. He's like, there is nothing in here at all.
Would you think you would, especially because this person is obviously obsessed with Owen?
Yes.
And then now my theory that Owen, well, it wasn't really a theory. I was hoping not, but Owen is not involved, which thank goodness. I would have literally freaked out.
But one thing stands out. He finds out that all the texts came from a pinger app, which is a texting app that hides real phone numbers.
Okay.
It like randomly generates numbers.
Like WhatsApp or something like that.
Yeah. And apparently it can do it like they were saying. Sorry, I'm not technologically savvy, so I'm trying to remember how they were saying it. But like basically, if you blocked the number, they could just get a new number through this app and keep sending them. So like they couldn't even block the numbers to stop getting messages from them.
That's so terrible. This app should not exist.
Yeah, it's not an actual number. It's a fake number.
Okay.
So the FBI gets warrants for the Pinger ramp. Yeah, they send warrants and they're like, we want the IP addresses associated with this number. And They get two IP addresses from Pinger that were attached to the same Verizon account.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
They send a warrant to Verizon and get what number is associated with this account.
I'm nervous.
The account belonged to Kendra, Lauren's mom.
The mother. I don't even know how to react in this situation. Lauren's mom, the one who was getting death threats, the one who was saying that they were doing inappropriate things with a 13-year-old child, the one who started messaging the parent of a new girlfriend, the one who started messaging the cousin, the one who started messaging Chloe, sent all the messages.
At first, everyone was in disbelief. She was a volunteer. She coached all of her daughter's sporting events. She was always helping out. But the digital evidence did not lie.
I want to freak out and I want to cry for Lauren that her own mother is doing this to her. Also, I hope her husband divorces her, booty cake. I don't think it matters, but how old is this woman? No matter what, you don't freaking do this to your daughter, but like, get a life.
When investigators arrive at her home, Kendra at first denied everything, but then slowly started to unravel.
Oh my God.
She, till this day, claims she didn't start the messages, but fed off of them. Evidence shows that it was her.
Even feeding off of them, you sound like a crazy nut job, because what parent would do that?
She claimed she was just sending them because she wanted to find out who was behind.
You telling your daughter to not wear leggings because that makes her a hoe or whatever? No. That's not trying to help the situation at all.
So the police are there. Kendra's kind of admitting things. They have Lauren call her dad and tell her dad, hey, you need to come home right now. Her dad is relieved. They finally figured out who it is.
Oh,
He walks in the door. They tell him it's his wife. They also tell him that Kendra, for over a year, had not been working because she had lost both of her jobs, which he did not know. During this time period, they were having financial difficulties and moved houses 4 times during the time that these messages, because bills weren't being paid.
And instead of grinding, trying to find a job, take care of your children, you're sending these disgusting text messages. Let me let them out. Go.
Kendra had a background in IT. That was what her jobs were.
She's an educated woman.
And so instead of working, she spent her days sending 60 plus messages to her own daughter, telling her daughter to kill herself.
I don't condone violence. I definitely don't condone relationship violence. And I definitely don't condone like man to woman violence, obviously. However, if I was him, I would want to strangle my wife. I'm not even kidding you. I would want to strangle.
He told her to call her parents to come get her, and she said no. And he called her parents and said, you need to come get her. I will not live with her anymore.
Good for him.
They kind of interview Kendra in this and have her have a chance to say her side. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't think she deserves to have a side in it. But if you want to see her side, you can watch the documentary.
No.
Kendra was charged with 2 counts of stalking a minor, one for Lauren and one for Owen.
Yeah.
And she pled guilty. So there wasn't a, court case. There was just the sentencing. And at the sentencing on April 26, 2023, she apologized, blaming mental illness and trauma.
Okay, well, you definitely have mental illness, but no, shut your trap and stop talking. I don't care. Sorry, don't care. That's your own freaking daughter and a 13-year-old boy, you creepy, weirdo, pervert woman.
Owen and his mother both gave victim impact statements at the sentencing.
I didn't even think about Owen's mother. Can you imagine?
She was devastated. Kendra, the judge, sentenced her to one of the longest sentences he could, which was 19 months in prison.
I wish longer, but good for the judge.
Investigators later described her behavior as a form of cyber Munchausen's,
Mm,
which makes sense because then Lauren
yes.
really needed her throughout that whole time. Um, Owen's mother also thinks that maybe, which I kind of agree with, but I can't say for sure, that maybe Kendra actually did have a crush on Owen and couldn't stand her daughter being with him.
I feel, and I'm not obviously able to diagnose this at all, but there has to be some type of way if you're texting those type of text messages, there has to be some type of weirdo attraction there because I couldn't even fathom thinking about that at all.
Yes. Kendra was released from prison on August 8th of 2024, and at the time of the filming the podcast, she is not allowed to have contact with Lauren.
Thank God. I was going to ask you that. Like, I hope that she can get like a PPO. She's not allowed to see her darn mom ever again. I like this poor girl. Just
Lauren, in the documentary, when they first do it, Lauren misses her mom and wants to have a relationship with her. At the very end, they interview her about a year later, and she still thinks she wants to have a relationship with her one day, but can't imagine it right now.
she's a strong person. She got disgustingly cyberbullied for over a year, finding out it's her own mother. Lauren is, I don't know how I couldn't get out of bed.
Yeah, it's wild. It made me very sad, the documentary. It's a very well done documentary, though.
It makes me feel like sick, like physically, like I want to be like, are you like,
Oh, yeah.
how are
I had a
parents?
stomach ache.
Yes, that's a parent that your parent is supposed to like love and protect you and like, ah, everything about it is disgusting and gross to me.
And I think what's so scary about it in general is like there's been so many cases that have come out by this time that this was happening of people who are cyberbullied and who do end their
Yes,
lives because of it. And you gambled with your daughter's life.
yes. And that's what I was like thinking that this might have went down that road, and I was really hoping not. And like, thank goodness Lauren was strong enough not to. But we see it all the time in the news that that kind of stuff happens, and you're gonna do that to your own daughter and risk that happening. And like, that's such a fragile age, like we talked about. And like I wish this mom could get more jail time. That's I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know what to go from here.
Well, thank you so much for listening to our first episode of season 2. Please give us a follow on whatever podcast app you're listening to right this second. And also on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and the YouTube. And give us nice reviews. They help.
Please and thank you. Send us an email with a case suggestion or a story to bloodshedbaddies@gmail.com. We love that kind of stuff. Our intro music is made by obviously the incredible cousin Vinny. Tell a friend, tell everybody possibly can. We are coming back strong, and tune in next week for a me episode.
Boo, boo, boo.
Love you. We're happy to be back.